So what's poppin' peons? It is your girl Sunshine, aka Justry of the Flower Child, and welcome to another episode of Sunshine's Bakery. If you do not know how we conduct Sunshine's Bakery, we get baked, take a shot, drink some water, babe. Whatever your advice is, whether it's eating healthy, whether it's not eating healthy, babe. If it's getting your favorite snack, on the count of 3, we all do it together. So what that looks like, cause today I'm getting baked while I do my makeup. I don't know. I like y'all. When Wiz Khalifa woke up and said, "Get baked and work out," babe. I be in the middle of my workout, and then like halfway through my workout, bitch, I get baked, and I work, and girl, bitch, I be in that bitch. Y'all can't tell me shit, boy. When I be baked and work, come back feeling like the queen, cause y'all, I really be going ham when I be working out, y'all. Sometimes I go so ham in the gym, I be like, I shouldn't do it to I shouldn't do it to him. I shouldn't do it to him, but I will though. But I will if I have to. So basically, Sunshine's Bakery is when basically, like I said, when you get to 3, so it looks something like this: 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, blah, 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 whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my channel. And today I realized there's some things I can't talk about because I'll be giving away too much information and details. But we're gonna talk about some real shit today. Let me go stretch out a little bit. You know what I mean? Give me a pillow. Put this here so nobody's looking at my figgy pudding. So on 3 together, we're gonna take a hit of whatever it is, whether it's what I used to do. Here's something I used to do real quick, y'all. Side note. This is like take 15 million hundred, so I'm already probably like halfway baked. Either way it goes, what I used to do, so I'm finna tell y'all one of my secrets, because if I wasn't feeling happy, I probably wouldn't tell y'all. So it's this drag queen, right? She gets this sauce. It's called this right here, right? And she said you take it and you like dab a little bit like on here, and then you for a pick-me-up. It reminds me of the Mexican candy I used to have when I was like in middle school all the time. They used to have, yeah. Anyways, before I even start this whole Sunshine's Bakery and do my makeup while I do it, cause I'm not even done. 1, 2. I'm not taking a hit of that again, bitch. I'm gonna be up for real. Maybe I should see what that'd be like. See what that'd be like. So we're gonna take a double shot of tahini. I don't think that's the Spanish alphabet. I think that's the French alphabet. Either way it goes, I think I pronounced it right. But look, take a little bit of this. 1, 2, 3. Won't he do it? So you guys, like I was saying, it kind of reminded me of the little Mexican food I used to eat all the time, because I used to go to a charter school. So your girl went to a charter school, and they was cool or whatever. The school is shut down now, so I ain't even finna diss it too bad. But babes, if they like ever reopened up, because I don't want to diss them too bad, I ain't even gonna go there. But it just reminded me of that. But it gave me like that rush, like like it brought like the happy memories, like from going like to the Cuban bread place or whatever. Yeah, that's how I knew that Spanish men found black women fine, because I was like, yeah, looking back at it now, y'all can't tell me shit. So back in the day in middle school, y'all, I used to always go to the little Cuban place, and I used to be like, I ain't know I was getting shit for the Lolo. I used to always brag like, oh, I paid $1 for my shit. They used to like, bitch, we paid $3. I was like, girl, I paid $1. They was like, you bitch, you didn't see the thing. I was like, they always talk about they got it on sale. They was like, for you, bitch, for you. And I was like, them niggas, some Spanish man like me. And I said, I like you too, Bobby. And you know the crazy part is, I date Spanish men now. What? Bitch, I love me a good Dominican. my feet. You know what I'm saying? I love me a good Latino. You know what I'm saying? I love me a good little Spanish man out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Give it to him. X gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Let me quit playing with y'all. Before y'all be talking about my preference and shit, and y'all be trying to holler at me, cause I might fold. This, so y'all, I'm not done with my makeup. I literally, this is like the 1,500 million take I done took already. And honestly, we're halfway done with my face. I think I'm starting to like the foundation. I was thinking about taking it off, but then I was like, I just probably gotta blend some more of this shit out. And after blending it out, cause like, y'all gonna see. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was pick-me's, not my preference. In dating. Cause I know some people gonna be like, ooh girl, we wanna know. Honestly, I don't discriminate these days. I really don't. But I prefer black men. I know. But speaking of that, black men, even though I prefer black men, some black men have been saying that the Rho lady who got hit with the brick, that she deserved to get hit. And that really, like, disheartened me a lot. Like, that shit scared the fuck out of me. Because in reality, if you think that somebody telling you no is a dictatorship of you, like, wanting to hit them, like, babe, go to therapy. Like, and I say that, like, not to be funny, because I don't want to get hit in the face with a brick either, or get some type of angry man and like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. We as men, like, I don't want to get that message. Like, keep it to yourself. But honestly, babe, you're hurt. Like that rejection, and it's like the way that some people were lying, talking about like they were there, and then they tried to bring up the fact that she did a skit some years ago and that she asked for money. And I was like, y'all are so quick to invalidate black women's feelings sometimes and their trauma, because I guess we're just, because this is why I don't like the stereotype of black women being strong, right? Because when you say that black women are strong, it kind of takes our ability to be able to be ever victims or weak. Like, there'll never be a perfect black victim for y'all. Y'all was like, oh, she did a skit like this, it's just her karma. I was like, it was a skit and the man agreed to it. And I know a lot of y'all don't know a lot of this shit, but some men like to be degraded. Like, that's some of their, like, things that, like, get them going. And somebody offered to pay me. They said literally, name your number, right, they said name your number and you could go, if it was like name your number and I'll pay you to degrade me and call me all types of names and all this other stuff. I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh man, that ain't me, man. I ain't on that white people shit, Bessie. That's what I be talking about. But some people genuinely like that. Like, some people only get off when you talk crap to them. Like, mind you, what I can't say about my plant baby daddy on here is, like, he likes to be degraded. He has a degradation kink. And because y'all will never meet my plant baby daddy, I can say this. He has a degradation kink, which means that he only gets off when you talk shit to him. Like, being nice to him is not it. Like, you have to be, like, really mean to him and nasty to him for him to, like, get off. And, like, his girlfriend didn't know that. And I didn't know that either until, like, we was talking one day and he had did some dumb shit. And I said, you're a dumbass. Beep, 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 beep. I said some things. And he was like, don't do that. That shit turned me on. I was like, I said, you like to be degraded? He was like, yeah. He was like, that's one of my things that, like, really get me going. He was like, my girl, she'd be like, I love you, all this other shit. But he was like, in bed, he wish that he would, she'll do that. So I remember we was talking and it was just me and her, because I'm cool with his girlfriend. And I was like, girl, I said, turn your man on. She was like, how do you know? I said, because I did it by accident, okay? And he told me, and I think he just afraid to tell you. I was like, has he asked you to degrade him? She was like, yeah. I was like, listen, I said, look, don't get mad, because I'll be mad too. Yo, he be doing dumb shit. And she said, yeah, girl, I know. And I said, what'd he do now? And we was sitting there, she was like, that's some dumbass shit. This dumbass. She going off, right? And we on FaceTime, and I see him walking through the door, and he just getting turned on. He's like, what am I, babe? And she was like, oh my gosh, babe, I love you. You the best. He was like, nah, I like that shit. And he was like, thank you, friend. I appreciate you, big dog. He was like, but listen, keep my business to yourself. He was like, and she was like, I can't believe you. You beep, beep, beep. And then he hung up. He was like, he hang up. She hung up because he whispered something in her and she was like, quick. I was like, whatever. Them bitches called me 2 days later. That was like, girl, give me some more tea every time he tell you about how he feel. I'll be like, girl, I can't do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? He may be my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. But I can't give you all that. But baby, some people really like enjoy being degraded. And the fact that she had permission to slap this man and he agreed to do it. And it's just like, oh, well, she did this, or oh, she's that, or she's gay and she doesn't. And I was like, y'all have the most excuses, babe. And I was like, it's inadequate and it's not okay. Because if somebody was to do that to you and nobody was to do nothing, y'all would feel the same exact way that she was feeling. And it was like, oh, she has to go find me, babe. I don't give a fuck. If I need help paying these motherfucking bills, bitch, and I can't do it, and if it's not my standard to get out there and work hard for the money, bitch, I'm finna go ask for some motherfucking help out here too. So if she asking for help, let her ask for help. She is the victim of all. And the crazy part is, I've been hearing on the internet that people know who this man is, and I was like, you know what, that's not my business. And the way some of y'all have been coming out y'all mouth to defend some of this shit, it's kind of scary. And I gonna hold y'all. It doesn't mean that I love y'all less. It just means that I'm just a little bit more cautious around y'all niggas now. Because the way some of y'all was talking and how some of y'all got bone in y'all chest when I started rejecting y'all was quite scary. I.e., so if y'all don't know, I'm dating. Hey, gang. Let me stop. Let me not 305 gang. You know what I'm saying? But they was I rejected one dude because I just wasn't interested in like what he was talking about. So i.e., this man, he wanted to talk to me. And I didn't have a problem with him wanting to talk to me. The problem that I had with him wanting to talk to me was that he didn't meet the standard. Like, it was something that he said, and I was like, well, that's not gonna be good enough for me, and I just don't think that we're gonna work out. This man literally said, if I was you, I'd go get me a pew pew, because if I see you, I'm gonna and baby, I reported that man so fast. Sir, like, excuse me, I better get a what? Because if you see me in public because I told you no, you're going to have a hissy fit. Sir, be so for real. Like, you're going to jail. Like, I'm telling you, you better hope and pray. Because I'm telling you, if I ever, babe, pull up them old conversations. Pull up them old conversations, baby. Cause I'm telling you, babe, you gonna have to leave me. You gonna have to leave me either, babe. I'm gonna have to, cause when I come out, babe, I'm snitching. You're not gonna have a peaceful night up in this bitch. I'm telling you, you're going to jail. And when we're in court and they ask me, do I have anything to say? I want to say I would prefer that he get the max of whatever it is because of X, Y, and Z. Because, and babe, I'm telling you, I'm the wrong person. I'm the wrong person to do it to you. You and your cellmate will be the best of friends, won't you? Won't you be my friend tonight? You and your cellmate, I'm telling you. You and your new cellmate, you and your new bunkmate gonna be the best of friends in that bad boy. Because I'm telling you, I'm not the one. And I ain't gonna hold you. With me dating, it's like, as much bad experiences I have with like some men, because some men are just awful people, and some men are just awful because they know they can be awful, especially the women, and they know that they have a group of people who aren't going to hold them accountable, and if they are, they're going to give them 1,000,001 excuses of why it's okay for them to do it. Listen, I am not a hater of men. I'm not like one of those women who be like, I hate men. Men suck. Men are just the worst, the awfulest things on earth. Because honestly, women can be just as bad as men. I'm telling you, an emotionally manipulative woman can be just as bad as an abusive man who puts his hands on somebody. And that's just the tea. Like, they can be just as bad. And when I say just as bad, I mean, babe, like, equally as worse. And I know we're like, oh, an emotionally abusive woman or a mentally abusive woman. Like, child, like, have y'all ever, like, is more than one type of abuse. So abuse can happen to the she, them, theys, them, the he's, they, like anybody can perpetrate it. But it's like the way that some of y'all act and y'all how y'all have these like takes is really scary. Like when I say it's scary, like it is scary. Like I shouldn't be afraid to tell you no. Like one girl was like, oh, if somebody gives you what you call it, you get a Google number. I'm not doing that shit. My no means no. If my no meaning no is not good enough for you, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. Like honestly, I don't know what to tell you, but you're either gonna find yourself in jail or what you call it. Cause I have no problem. I have no problem starting accidental fires in this bitch. I don't. I really don't. Especially about my safety. Like, if I tell you no and you put your hands on me and you're trying to get my attention and you're trying to be like, oh, because you don't want to do what I say, all this other shit. Babe, I promise to God, if I have my mace and my taser, I'm going to mace you first. Because some of y'all be like, I'm immune to it. And then I'm going to tase you. That starts a fire. And I will sit back and I will watch that. And I'm telling you, when you have to go to the ER or whatever and you have to explain them burns, babe, please tell them why you're burnt up. Because, yeah, right, yeah, so, to go change the subject, because I don't really want to dwell on this, because I know I'm probably going to make somebody mad, somebody's in a tizzy, somebody's upset, and they want to talk about how it was acceptable for them, for a woman to be hit in the face in a brick with a whole bunch of other people around. It's just not acceptable. I don't condone any type of abuse. I think that type of stuff is awful. I really don't think that people should be putting in. I don't think people should be putting their hands on anybody in general. Like in life, like not even. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me, but I don't even think that y'all should be hitting y'all kids as hard as y'all do, or y'all kids in general. Like, I feel like if y'all was a little bit emotionally more regulated, and it's okay to say, like, these kids get on my motherfucking nerves, I want to punch their ass in their motherfucking face as I can, and I can get away with it. It's okay to say it, but you have to realize that that's what it is. If I believe, like, if people was, like, more emotionally regulated, I just don't think that people should be putting their hands on nobody in general. So if you be like, oh, well, what if a woman was to do it? I still say it was wrong. What if such was to do it? I still say it was wrong. And you're like, oh, you say, I would most definitely say that it was wrong. Because at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who does it, whether it's a they, them, a he, she, him, her, whatever the fuck you identify as, babe. Putting your hands on people is wrong. Like, I get it. We lie to ourselves to say that a part of disciplining our children is, whooping the fuck out of them every single time they do some dumb shit. Babe, you're just angry. You're frustrated. And I understand people don't like gentle parenting because they think like gentle parenting is, oh, I'm gonna let my child get away with murder. No, you're not letting your child get away with murder. A lot of y'all feel like it's okay for people to hit for you to hit your child, but if anybody else is to do it, then now you want to call the police. Why? You do it at home. Shouldn't be no different when in the church you do it. Oh, your child was annoying. Okay, your child was annoying. That's why you beat the fuck out of your child. Your child did this, so that person did that. You would lose your shit. You would lose your shit if your child cursed out your teacher and your teacher just slapped the fuck out of your child. You will lose your shit because you're like, oh, nobody puts their hand on my child but you. I'm sorry, y'all. But real shit, like right now, like I know so many people who like used to bring their child to my class bruised up, and if like that child went home with the bruise because like they fell on the playground or some shit, like they would accuse me of beating their children. I was like, ma'am, you can run the cameras back. I didn't touch your child like that. They literally fell on the playground. Like, look, and they be like, run back the cameras, and they go back, they go to the security room, they look at the tape from earlier today and shit in the day time or whatever, and they see that you're off out. They were like, oh, well, I just thought you hit my child. I was like, okay, so should I call CPS for the bruise that you got on your child? It was like, no, that's just disciplining my child. So you thought when I hit your child that was the worst thing anybody could do. Anyways, let me get off this shit because I know some of y'all gonna be like, you don't have kids, you don't. Babe, I've raised children. I played stepmother to somebody's child. Yep. One of my partners had a baby on me in my relationship. And that baby that came in our relationship, he thinks I forget about it because I don't bring it up. Because he found out the baby wasn't his. But he found it out when the baby was 2. But I've never put my hands on that baby. And the mother gave me permission to spank her child. Why? Why do you say? Because I was a cool girlfriend that didn't press her about what you call it. Like, mind you, when I was dating this one dude, he had a baby on me. And when he had a baby on me, what happened? He had a baby on me. And after he had a baby on me, what happened? He had the baby on me. And I had the choice to either go or leave. And I decided to stay because I loved him. And because I loved him, I decided to stay. So when me staying or whatever, he took that as whatever. She never had beef with me because I never was mad at her. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to be with somebody and they have a child, and if they had a child on me, I can't get mad at the woman because she didn't do anything. She didn't make a promise to me. She didn't come out there and be like, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. That was my man. My man was the one who stepped out on me. My man was the one who wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. My man was the main person who didn't do this. So I couldn't get mad at her. And even if he did, like, go to cheat back with her or whatever, that's, like, if I'm going to stick with him and I know he's a cheater, I'm gonna shut up and take that shit to the chest. And she swore up and down she never slept with him again after she found out about the whole thing. But I guess she thought I was going to be mad. I was like, girl, I said I'm more mad at my man for cheating than anything else. And I said, girl, I said, you have no problem with me. So, mind you, I remember when he stopped doing for his child because I guess she stopped sleeping with him or whatever. Because once the baby was born, because during the pregnancy, she didn't let him fuck, supposedly, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. They could have been fucking each other. But whatever, at one point in time, he stopped doing for his child. And I was like, bro, you're not going to be with me and not do it for your child. Like, cheating on me is one thing, but not doing for your child is a whole nother. And so he took care of the child or whatever. Whatever. Before they found out that the mom was like, oh, if the child doesn't listen, you can just pop him. I was like, I don't want to pop him. I'm not going to do it. She's like, oh, you can do it. I was like, just because you tell me I can doesn't mean I want to. Like, I get it. Like, they're a little fucking annoying sometimes. She was like, oh, so you realize that? I said, girl, I know that little children are annoying. Shit. Thank you for having the baby I wasn't gonna have, cause good lord, thinking I'm finna push some shit out my coochie is wild. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't want to be when I tell people I don't want to be a mom, people are like, oh, you're going to have a change of heart one day. Yeah, I thought that I was pregnant and my first instinct to do was just to cry. Yeah, I cried so hard. Yeah, I was in that bitch like, I can't believe this. I let this motherfucker get me. I got to make some real changes in my life today, good lord. Like, no. Like, I got to make some changes today. I don't like this color. I think I'm going to just go for what I know. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh Lord, this man done got me. He done finessed the finesser. He done finagled the lagger. He done got me tripping. He done got me. I'm in love with you. I'll never leave. No, babe. I know. Y'all. The way my mind said I'm about to go take a trip out of town, fucking with my rounds, my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Babe, I was about to take a trip because where I'm at, it's illegal to, you know what I'm saying? So what I was going to do was, I was going to take a trip. Not even take a trip. Take a trip to the store. Because, I was going to take a trip to the store. Because if you have a miscarriage, I don't think it counts. But I was going to take a trip to the store and I was going to get some stuff to, help push the process along. Instead of taking the whole trip, because baby, and then after pushing the process along, whatever, once I felt better, taking the trip, because you're not gonna know. No. Let me say something right now. The answer is no. It's just no. Like, I don't want to be nobody's mom. Like, I'm that dedicated to not being a mom. And she was like, wow, I really can't believe it. She was like, oh, whatever. Me and I did some dumb shit. I did some dumb shit before. And I think it's because my self-esteem was low, because just because you love somebody doesn't mean that you have to stay with them. Like, honestly, like, one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn is just because you love somebody doesn't mean you have to stay with them. You can love somebody down to their dirty draws. Like, today, you know what I'm saying? You can love somebody down to their dirty draws. And if that person don't respect you or love you or treat you like the princess that you are, or even respect you enough, whatever, because however you run your relationship, whether you a 50-50 warrior, whether you like, my man gonna pay all my bills, babe, I don't give a fuck how you do it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? Because I'm telling you right now, I did so much dumb shit, y'all, because I was in love with this man. People was like, oh, you need to leave this man. You need to leave him. And, babe, I wanted to leave him so many times. Like, every single time I was about ready to go out the door, this man would, like, do some shit to get me to come back, y'all. When I say do some shit to make me come back, like, he'll go down memory lane or some shit and be like, babe, remember the time when it was just me and you? He'll bring up all them loving memories. And I'm like, oh, this man does love me. Oh, man, this man does care. Oh, man, this man was here when I was struggling to make it when I first started my career. Oh, man, this man really does give a fuck about me. Like, all the shit I would say, like, oh, man, this person loves me, and if he loves me, that's all that matters. I just need to be a better woman. I just need to be a better this. And one day it hit me. I was like, I don't have to do a damn thing. And don't. And here's the tea. I used to think that I used to have to do all this stuff, right? Because you love somebody. Girl, if you're loving somebody, I mean, you got to be a slave to them and they foolishness and accept they bullshit, and you got to be perfection all the time, babe. I'd rather be myself and be happy. Because I ain't going to hold you. When you sit there and you be like, a woman should be this, a woman should be this, a woman should be that, a woman should be authentically who the fuck she is. I didn't want to have no damn kids. Like, honestly. And this man would get mad at me because I told him I didn't want to have kids. I think that's why he started cheating so much. Like, honestly, I think innately he was a cheater. But I think like his cheating like really got amplified because now he's like, oh, my girl don't want to have kids. My girls don't want to do this. My girl don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, childbirth hurts, bro. And I have PCOS. And they say that my chances of getting pregnant are extremely slim to none, okay? And if I do get pregnant, that the chances of it actually being like a full, it's at an all-time low. I don't want to have to go through that disappointment. And I don't want to have to put my partner through that disappointment. And my partner could be like, oh, babe, I'm not going to know. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Me, myself, and I don't want to have to go through that disappointment. And I damn sure as fuck don't want to have a child. I used to work with kids. I know how expensive it is to raise a damn child, because the same amount of shit that my kids needed is the same amount of shit I had to put back in my classroom. Bitch, when I had to go buy diapers for my toddler, for my child, for the kids' room, because the kids didn't have it and their parents couldn't afford it, babe, you got me fucked up if you think I'm spending $40 a box on some Pampers, $20 and $10 for, babe, you got me, little shit, that them little babies be stanking like a bitch. Fuck no. Crying and shit. I love teaching. Don't get it wrong. I love being a teacher. I loved it. I love working in a private school. I love working in daycare. But baby, it's babe. When I was working with the bitches, I was like, I need a break. And nope. Nope. I'm about to tap from my V to my A for this shit. To be dropping off more money. And once I find out how much money, shit.